So you guys have been cruising on this. So we're going to expand on what we're doing today. What's up? It's not working. Okay, today what we're going to do is expand even further and have you on finding the distance. So they want us to find the distance, or what they call C, between point 3, 0 and 7, -5 on the coordinate plane, round to the nearest tenth. So step 1 says, plot the points 3, 0 and 7, -5. Somebody guide me to plot the point 3, 0. I start in the center. How do I plot the point 3, 0? I start at 0, 0. Liana? Right 3, and then the 0 tells me don't move beyond that, right? So right 3 and put a dot. That's my 3, 0. Okay? Then we need to plot 7, -5. Somebody else tell me how I plot 7, -5. Which direction? Right 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What they want to know is, what is the distance between these two? This segment is actually the hypotenuse of a right triangle. Draw 2 other segments to form the right triangle. So when I look at this, I say, okay, well, if I drop this straight down and this one straight across, you can get a right triangle, right? Okay. Now, what they want to know is the length of this side right here. So it says, looking at your graph, how long are the 2 legs? How about this one on this side? Very good. If we start here, you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the bottom one is 4. This one diagonally you cannot count. Okay? That's what we're going to solve here. So the lengths are 5 and 4. Well, we just did a right triangle. Remember that? The past 2 days, we've dealt with the Pythagorean theorem and a right triangle. You guys know how to do this. We're going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What numbers go in the box? 5 squared and 4 squared. Now, they make a big jump here. We need to put some work over here. What is 5 squared? 25. What is 4 squared? 16. Now, when I add those together, I get 41. Then we take the square root of 41, and they want us to round to the nearest tenth. So you guys put that square root 41 in your calculator and round to the nearest tenth. Hit your square root key first. Hit the square root key first, then 41, and your enter. Allison, if you're going to round that, what are you going to round that to? She says 6.4. What number's after the 4? 0. Can 0 round you?
No.
No. So 6.4 is our distance. So you're going to use the same thing as we have the last 2 days. You guys almost could do this with your eyes closed, couldn't you?
Tomorrow's the last day.
Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to do a review, and then you're going to take a review on Monday and quiz on Tuesday. Okay, so let's do this again. Find the distance between these 2 points, round to the nearest tenth. First things first, plot these 2 points and make a right triangle. Plot your 2 points and make a right triangle. Remember, your first number tells you to go left or right. The second number tells you to go up or down. So -3, 4, I would go left 3, down 4. And then say it again. Okay. Down 2? Careful. Up 2, right? They're both positive. So this one made us go right and down, or sorry, left and down, right and up. Okay, now when you draw this, first thing we got to connect these two. And now you're trying to make a right triangle. So you have to have something perfectly vertical and perfectly horizontal. Did you guys go straight down and over? This way? Yeah. Is that the triangle you drew? And we have a 90 degrees here. Okay. What's the next thing I should do now? Courtney? Very good. Everybody silently on your own, count these boxes to figure out B and A. On your own, count the boxes and see what you have there for side lengths. Tegan, what'd you get on the bottom?
4.
4? Anybody else get 4 down here? Okay. And you got 6 on the side? Anybody else get 6 on the side?
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody tell me what I should write down for my equation. Oops. Sam, what are you going to write as your equation? We have a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
6 squared plus 4 squared.
Equals, and c is our unknown, right? So we leave it as c squared. Good job. Okay, the 6 and the 4 are the 2 that we have. Nope, now we gotta square them. 6 squared, 36. 4 squared, 16. And we add them together, we get 52. Now put your square root key in and get the square root of 52. Oh, Bryce is already at 7.2. Anybody else agree with him? Yes? Did you find your button? Yeah. Way easier than those other calculators, isn't it? What? Say it again. Yep, just type. Nope. Clear that out. Are you just trying to take the square root? You just hit the square root key. Square root and then 52. So that check mark, and then 52, and then hit your equals. Yep. What?
What is that?
What is what? Why are you guys panicking? You flip the page and all of a sudden you fall apart? Oh gosh. The map shows 2 walking trails in a park. Both paths end at the same picnic area located we're going to skip this one. Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom.
Look at the bottom.
Okay, so what happens when they ask you to find the distance, but they don't give you some place to graph it? You could make your own graph, but what if we didn't even want to do that? Leon, you got an idea? Yeah, okay, let's go back here. We right here got a 4 and a 6. What if we didn't have this and we just had these? Okay, so 4 looks like your x-axis, right? Well, how far is it from -3 all the way to 1? No, how many steps are in between there? 4. What if I went from -4 to 2? 6. If I'm way down here at -4 and I have to walk all the way up to +2, I'm going to take 6 steps to get there. So really, these are just subtracting your x's and y's. Okay, let me show you what I mean here. Go back to the bottom, on the bottom. Find the distance between A, which is -2, 1, and B, which is 4, 3, and round to the nearest 10th. Okay, we have to figure out what A is, and we have to figure out what B is, because C is just going to be C, correct? Okay, A is going to be always with our x's. So we need to subtract them. we need to take -2 minus 4. Does everybody see where I got that from? -2 minus 4. If I was on a number line, I'm over at -2, and I take away 4 more, where am I at? -6. B is going to be like my y's. Whoopsies, I clicked the wrong button there. B is going to be like my y's. Which y should I start with? 1 minus 3, which is -2. Now, this is one of the few times Miss Hoff's going to tell you this. We don't have to worry about the negatives. So our A value is really just a 6, and our B value is really just a 2. So if I'm going to fill in A squared plus B squared equals C squared, what am I putting in? 6 squared plus 2 squared equals C squared. 6 squared is, back up one step, 36 plus 4, which is 40. Then we got to take the square root of both sides, rounded to the nearest tenth. .5? No? 6.3? Okay, 6.3. Does this make sense how you come up with 6 and 2? You have to subtract the two numbers. -2 minus 4 is -6, but we don't care about the sign today. 1 minus 3 is -2, but we don't care about the sign today. Most of them, well, I shouldn't say most of them, 4 of them have graphs, then 2 of them don't. Okay? I'm going to let you cross off number 9 when I hand this out to you. Questions before we go, before we start? All right. Try it.